Welcome back, everyone. This is Jarenitis bringing you Feed the Beast 1.6, episode 72. Sorry about the audio last episode. My headset has a boom, the little microphone that comes around from your ear to your mouth, and it rotates. And it was rotated up next to my head instead of down to my mouth where it belongs. So, yeah, brilliant, huh? So, yeah, anyway, back to what we were doing. Uh, I also turned the music down a little bit. I know it got pretty obnoxiously loud there at the end. So, apologies yet again. All right, so a couple things. First off, the necrotic frames from Magic Bees. They are much, much better, and I do mean a lot better than your chocolate frames from Extra Bees. Chocolate frames cut down their life a little bit. Necrotic frames, if you put 3 in there, watch this. Anytime now. Boom! Necrotic frames act just like Oblivion frames. Now, there is a side note that you need to understand here. The reason they work that well is because these have a shorter lifespan. They don't have now. If you had a long lifespan on there, they would not kill them in one tick. Oblivion frame would kill them one tick regardless of their lifespan. So, oh, I just did that, didn't I? Why did I just analyzed 8 of them and now they're analyzed so they won't stack with the unanalyzed ones? Well, that was kind of stupid, but that's okay. I'll deal with that in a minute. Let's see, you go in there. Okay, so in between episodes, I ran the maximum fertility serum on my robust princess and drone. Okay, and now they are maximum fertilityized. It says it's nighttime? It can't be. I was about to say it can't be nighttime. Thank you very much. It says it's nighttime. Well, that's impossible. Well, apparently not. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and throw these guys in here, and they're going to produce a bunch of extra drones for me, but we don't want to sit here and watch that, do we? No, we don't want to sit here and watch that. So also in between episodes, I went and found which one of the next breeding phase I want to do, and it requires me to be in a desert. Or actually, it requires me to be in a hot and arid environment, because that is what the Modest Queen requires. I didn't have any Modest Princesses that were pristine. I had a couple that were ignoble, and I don't want to use those. But this was a queen who is pristine, so assuming that she was a purebred Modest, we should get what we want out of it. Let's watch for a second and see what happens. It'll be hilarious if this turns out to be some sort of hybrid that I can't really use effectively. No flowers. Okay, let's see. Oh, you require cactus. Okay, well, my fault for being stupid. The cactus isn't close enough. There, that make you happy? Actually, let's take those soul frames out. I don't want to. I didn't want to, if it wasn't a purebred, if I found it in a villagers in a bee villagers area, then it could have not been purebred, and I didn't want to increase the chance of it mutating out of a modest, because modest is what I want. So modest. Okay, good. Solid modest. Solid stats, actually, those are good. And extra modest princesses that I really don't care about. Alright, so we're going to put modest and we're going to put eldritch in here. You say, well, why would you do that? Well, the simple answer is that it's going to take me longer to look this up and show you why than it is for those bees to breathe through. Alright, soulful wax is produced from soul combs, which is produced by white bees. White bees are skulking plus ghastly. Ghastly is skulking plus ethereal. Skulking is modest plus eldritch. So we have a 12% chance of getting skulking bees. And that's what we're trying for today. We're going to shoot for some skulking bees. And wow, we got a skulking drone right off the bat. Wound up with an Eldritch Princess, Eldritch Modest, Eldritch Skulking, Skulking Modest. Alright, so the best chance here is going to be taking the Eldritch Modest and the... Oh, isn't that funny? Oh, that's funny. Really funny. It changed because they're Eldritch and none of these are Modest Pure. So I need to not be here again. That's interesting because now as you're breeding in area-specific areas, you have to be careful of exactly what just happened. If I had put those bees in, it would have said, oh, okay, we're here, we can do this, and then it would have said, hey, wait a minute. Because when I bred them, they no longer want to be in a hot, arid environment. They want to be back here. So that's why I have the portal, and that's why we're going to be going back and forth. So let's just toss... No, let's toss that in there. This one I'm going to hold, and we're going to put over here, because maybe I'll get the skulking serum out of it. I doubt it. It can happen, but it's rare. So I don't want to, you know, cross my fingers or anything. But we'll come back to that here in just a second, because these guys are going to be done here in a second anyway. So when you're breeding, you have to be careful because their stats change as you breed them. So, you know, you can't just assume that you're in the right spot. Because if I had tried to continue doing this back over in the, desert biome, it would have never worked. All right, so we have a pure skulking princess. That was quick and easy. Eldritch modest. Okay, so first off, you go away. I don't want you. You're a pure modest. That is not one of the other pure modests that I already have. So what I really would love to have now is for this to isolate the Eldritch species. No, not Eldritch. Not Eldritch. I don't want Eldritch. I want the other one. I saw species and I was like, oh cool, it gave me the wrong one. Alright, so let's see. We have... Come on, skulking species serum. Temperature tolerance. Well, at least it didn't kill the bee. I mean, that's nice. It gives me another chance. But to have a pure Eldritch, to have a pure princess and not have a drone to put her with is discouraging to say the least. Nope. Okay. Well, in that case, back we go. Skulking princess, go to Eldritch modest hybrid. Ew. I'm gonna go with no. We're going to find us a new princess, and we're gonna do this again. Okay, there's a pure modest queen, and we're going to steal one of these drones and the hive, and we're going back to the desert. I choose to do this way. You know, realistically, you can do it however you want to. I want to do it this way because I have a pure skulking princess, and I found that getting pure bees is not very simple. So to have a pure princess, the chances of me coming back with a pure princess, yeah, a pure drone, okay, you know, I'll hold one of those aside, but the princess, that's not replaceable. You can't just, you know, oh, well, this one didn't go bad, let me go grab another one. You know, it's a princess. So I find them more valuable, more interesting, more something or another. So anyway, thank you, modest princess, pristine stock, with 2 drones, and you are going to get the pure Eldritch, and you can go on. Now we're going to hold her off to the side, because, yeah, definitely like the fact that I got a pure skulking princess. Oh, she even has the fast worker. Yeah, fast worker. Let's put that on all. Let's get that serum. and we'll put that serum on all of my other bees. That way you can watch stuff flow through the pipes even faster. Oh, how crazy would that be? Okay, so let's see. This is doing its well. If I was gonna run off and do something else real quick, I should have done it before now. So we'll just wait a second. Okay, we wound up. Please be pure. Please have honey drops. Honey, honey, honey. Okay. Now then, please be pure. Skulking Eldritch. Oh well. Okay, now, actually, that's a good question. Something I did not look at. These are fast pollination. Ooh, I like that. I've never seen them that have fast pollination. I need to get that off of them as well. They require flowers. They have 2, but what is their climate is normal. Good. So, oh wow, cool. Diurnal, nocturnal, and cave dwelling. Okay, good. So, that means I need to be... Okay, so we have Eldritch Princess, Eldritch Skulking Eldritch. Okay, that means I don't need to be in the desert anymore yet again. Grab my works. And jump back through. By the way, continuously jumping back and forth like this will actually cause lag. So if I start to lag, I apologize. I don't think it'll be a big problem. I'm not going very far. Alright, so Eldritch Princess, Skulking Eldritch. What the heck, let's see what happens. Alrighty. I was about to say, where's my princess? Alright, cool. So Eldritch is coming through, making more drones. That's excellent. Let's see. Did we get anything? Oh, that's right. I already did that. And burn. And you go in there. Stop. And come on, baby. Skulking drone. But is it a pure skulking drone? Nope, skulking modest. Eldritch modest. Eldritch modest. Eldritch modest. Alright, let's toss... Okay, they all have modest on them, so let's just toss these 2 in there. And... let's see, you are a skulking modest hybrid. Go in there and see if you can give me your skulking thing. It's so funny as I'm running through, I can hear my footsteps, and it's just like, it's like that horror movie, where the Chucky, I think it's in Child's Play, where the people are like, "Gee, what was that?" And all you hear is the quick footsteps, like you just heard me as I was running through there. Every time I hear that, I'm like, oh, Chucky's around here somewhere. It's playtime. All right, Eldritch modest, Eldritch modest, pure Eldritch, go away. Eldritch modest, I don't need you guys. Ditch you guys. I'm going to loosen necrotic frame. Let me look this up again real quick because I don't remember how I made these necrotic frames. I made them before Extra Bees was on when I first started doing this. Okay, necrotic frame is a magic frame with Essence of a Shallow Grave. Essence of a Shallow Grave is... No, that's not possible. That's not possible. Essence of a Shallow Grave requires soulful wax, which requires soul combs. I've not got... What in the world is going on here? Did they change that in one of the updates? Let me look this up. Oh gosh, am I stupid? I am stupid. Essence of a Shallow Grave. I can just make this stuff directly. I don't need soulful wax for it. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Oh, and Essence of Lost Time. I don't need to make all these bees. Wow. That seems horribly wrong. Okay, no, this can't be possibly right. Let's go with... Okay, Essence of a Scornful Oblivion requires Essence of Lost Time and Essence of Shallow Grave, both of which I can make without having to go through this, and that means the only thing I actually need is to make Dragon Eggs, which require Essence of a False Life, and I've got those I can make as well. Draconic Chunk comes from Draconic Dust, comes from Draconic Bees. So the only thing I need to make to get Oblivion Frames is Draconic Bees. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Well, I don't know what to say. Alright, so Draconic Bees is Imperial plus Abandoned. I don't know why this... Oh, occurs within an end biome. Well, cool, they added that little notation on here. They never had that before. Okay, so Draconic is Imperial plus Abandoned. I've got Imperial. Then Abandoned is Oblivion plus Nameless. Oblivion plus Nameless. I've got Oblivion because they're world gen. Nameless is Ethereal plus Oblivion. Ethereal is Arcane plus Supernatural. Supernatural is Charmed plus Enchanted. Oh my god, we're going to be here forever. Eldritch plus Charmed. Cultivated plus Eldritch is Charmed. Okay. Wow, this is going to go in circles for a long time. Okay, Abandoned, Oblivion, Nameless, Ethereal. Ethereal is Arcane plus Supernatural. Arcane is Esoteric plus Mysterious. Esoteric is Cultivated plus Eldritch. And wow. Okay, so I'm probably going to do some of this breeding off camera. It occurs to me that having, 30 minutes of me standing here staring at apiaries over and over and over again would get rather tiresome, I guess. So, yeah. This is interesting to say the least, but I don't actually need to make any of these. But, well, the fact is I still want to make a couple of them because the skulking bees have fast pollination on them. They also have fast working. So I actually want to continue to do this just because. Okay, so we wound up with Eldritch Modest. And we'll just go with the Eldritch Drone Pure. Sure, why not? Okay, wow. I can't believe I'm that stupid. Well, actually, I very easily can believe I'm that stupid. I was not paying attention to the Thaumonomicon. Essence of a Scornful Oblivion. You need tools to get proper... Tools and paper to get this... Research. No. No. No, it's not. No. Alright, hang on just 1 second. I gotta check something. Okay, so because I'm a complete idiot, we're going to just go ahead and do this. Because doing this is going to be a lot simpler. Oh, I'm being an idiot. I'm being a real big idiot because we just updated to this version and I haven't told you anything about it. We updated to the newest version of Thaumcraft. And in the newest version of Thaumcraft, you don't have to just randomly put stuff in to get research. I swear I'm gonna... This episode is gonna be bee breeding now with derpy derp derp. Ugh, annoying. Okay, so new version of Thaumcraft. The minigame has changed. It's a 6 points of separation kind of minigame. To get research, you go in the Thaumonomicon and you actually click on what you want to research. In this case, I wanted to research the essence of a Scornful Oblivion, which is what's needed to put with a proven frame to make the frames. Arrgh. Okay, but still, essence of a, just because the essence of a Scornful Oblivion exists doesn't mean that it's going to be simple to make. It might be horribly simple, but I doubt it. It's interesting that they made a way to make these things with Thaumcraft and vanilla. That's actually very interesting. So anyway, when you have the new version, you can click on what you want. You need to have scribing tools and paper in your inventory, and then you click to get the research note. Okay, it says you already have this note in your inventory. So if I click it again, it doesn't matter. It won't do anything. But so if I wanted to learn something else, I would be able to click on magic staffs. Like here, here. It says click to get research note for this research. So I'm going to click it. And yay, it just gave me that. It used up one of my pieces of paper and a little bit of my ink. And now I have that research note as well. So now we're going to go in here and we're going to try to do the research on the essence of a scornful oblivion. Wow, that's a long way between these. Okay, so the way this new mini game works is basically you take what you have, which is hunger, which is fames, and tempest. I think it's tempus, which is time, and then we have this should be vacuos. It looks like vacuos. Okay, and basically what we need to do is connect these together by joining them with stuff they're made of. I'm not very good at this. Apparently, the old research methods are really good. This research method, I apparently just cannot wrap my mind around. But we're going to try to do it. And we're probably going to spend the next 10 minutes of the episode watching me try to figure out how this stupid thing works. Okay, so the basic idea is that you want to connect these with pieces that they're made of. So we're going to start with vacuos because it's right here in front of me. Vacuos is made of air and chaos. As you can see by mousing over it, it shows right here. Okay, now, I guess I should tell you about that too. The reason I can see what these are made of while mousing over them is because I already have, since previously I did this, I have the research expertise and the research mastery. Let me click on these. You can pause and read it if you need to, but just so you know, this is what's going on. It basically makes it so that I can see what aspects need to combine by create an aspect that I'm hovering over. So that's why I can see that Vacuos is made up of those. This minigame is a lot harder without being able to see that because you have to keep going back to your Thaumonomicon to get that information. And then the Research Mastery is it makes it so that you can create more stuff. Now here it says you can make new stuff by control clicking on the aspect you wish to create. It's actually shift click for me. I don't know if it's the same for everything else, but it works shift for me. And again, you can pause right here and read this if you desire. So we're just going to skip on through that, and we're going to say we have vacuos. Okay, vacuos is made up of air and chaos. Okay, so that means that I can use either air or chaos to connect to vacuos. The other thing is that anything else that is made of vacuos can be used. Let me see. Here, darkness is vacuos plus light. So I can use darkness. Well, that's not good. Okay, I guess I shouldn't use darkness. Something seems to be wrong with that one. Let's try for, okay, tempest is vacuos. Okay, now it's working. Oh, duh. You have to put the scribing tools back in here or nothing is going to work because reasons. Okay, so now we can drag this over here and it'll work. Okay, good. So because Tenebrae is made of vacuum and vacuos and light, or lux, that means that we can now connect those two with that. So basically what we need to do is we need to connect this to either tempest or hunger. I'm going to connect it to hunger because tempest has these symbols here on the side, which means tempest can only go out this one way. So only one thing can connect to tempest. So tempest has to come out and either connect to, well, actually no, tempest is going to have to connect to the fames, the hunger. So we're going to do that. All right, so we have vacuos to darkness. Now, we can't use vacuos anymore because, well, actually, technically we can, but because we now have, we need not to connect to vacuos anymore. We need to connect to tenebris, okay, tenebrae. All right, so connecting to tenebrae, we can use either vacuos or light, okay, And I'm going to use vacuose because I have plenty of it, and because I happen to remember that hunger is life plus vacuose. So if I can do this, I can actually just go back and forth between these two. And because I have lots of them, it's not going to hurt me to do it like that. Whoops, that's not going to work. Well, why is that not going to work? That's the question. The reason it's not going to work is because it's vacuose and life. Tenebrae is not part of that. I need to have vacuose connect to this. So we're going to click this back, and we're going to click this. Oh, wait, no, I didn't need to do that. So I can go and do this instead. So now we're going to put tenebris here, and then we're going to put vacuose here, and now you can see that it connected to hunger. So now I need to connect hunger to tempest. Tempest is also vacuose. So I don't have a lot of tempest. I don't have a lot of time. The episode's running out. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. And fames is going to be life and vacuose. So we're actually just going to do this the simple way. We're going to go vacuose here. And then we're going to go tenebris because that's part of it. Then we're going to go vacuose again. Then tenebris again. You know, I just got done saying I wasn't very good at this, and now I seem to be doing it rather well. Okay, and now let's see if we go... Yeah, we can go tenebris, and we can go vacuose again. Holy crap, that wound up working out really, really easily. Of course, the fact that I had like an incredibly large amount of research points stored up really is what helped with that. They cap your research points in this new version, apparently. All right, Essence of Scornful Oblivion. Let us see what we get. Please be something I can make in a Crucible. Please. Essence of Scornful Oblivion. A Dragon Egg and a Dimensional Singularity, along with the other stuff. Dimensional Singularity is a gold block plus Ender Pearls in an art infusion crafting. Wow, I've been making Dimensional Singularities the hard way. Oh my. Unstable problems Ender Pearls on a diamond. Why would you do it that way? Okay, so we have covered more things than I intended to, and less than, well, we covered things that, not more than I intended to. We covered things that I did not intend to cover, and we did not cover things that I intended to continue with. So, yeah. Brilliant. So there's the Oblivion frame. Scornful Oblivion plus Proven frame. Hooray. And Dragon Egg. Give me a recipe for a Dragon Egg. I hate you. Give me something simple to do. Not so many bees. Oh, God, not so many bees. Okay, now, yeah, oh, man, that means I'm going to have to redo all of this because none of this works anymore. Urgh. You see now that the pipes have all this, like, you know, clouds of stuff popping out of it? Yeah, that's because of the change. And when I get back into Thaumcraft, which may wind up being sooner than I intended, we will go over that. Rack and frackin'. Why am I taking the long way? I don't know. Okay, so. Well, how can I help you? Okay, so wow, we have a whole bunch of robust stuff here. And I'm going to look at them all. Let's see. The fact that I have 4 drones that don't stack is pretty disturbing, actually. But that's okay. They all have the 4 times. Okay, so I think that ultimately... Oh, these are all rock. Guess there's enough rocks nearby. Okay, so this should now have, yes, plenty of extra. Well, actually, well, I need you as a princess. So, like, get all princessy. All right, so we're going to store these up. And wow, I feel like I've really just lost track of where I was supposed to be this episode because I just got pulled so far off in left field. Was I even... Oh, yes, I was. Another skulking princess? Seriously? How about some skulking drones? Whatever. Here, have your skulking princess and an eldritch modest setup. Okay, now, lady, you don't need to die in there. You can die in here just as effectively. And now we're going to put the robust princess and some random drone because they don't seem to really matter that much. And we're going to pull a couple more essence of skull for no. We're going to go back in here, and we're going to pull out 3 more necrotic frames, and we are going to set these in motion. So now we should be breeding up a bunch of extra robust drones, and it's going to get a lot of extra junk that isn't necessary, but as long as it continues to cycle through, we will eventually wind up with drones that stack. So, that being the case, we're just going to dump these guys because we already have the robust serum, do we not? Ooh, I should probably make sure of that before I just dump all these guys out of here. Serums, Eldritch, Mystical, Oblivion, Cultivated. Normal Fertility, wow, we do not have it, and it's a good thing I have these extras. Alright, so in between episodes, I'm going to probably do some bee breeding. I'm not sure how long I can keep this up and have it still be considered interesting. Let me know in the comments if this is actually something that you guys care to continue to see, or if you want me to breed off camera. I may do an episode, because right now this episode won't be up until almost a week from now, because I'm alternating between Honeymooners and my 1.6 Let's Play. So my Magic Farm and my Direwolf 20 pack. So only every other day, and the episode 71 will go up Monday. Okay, so this is Wednesday's episode. So this won't go up until Wednesday. So I'll probably do Friday's episode as a different thing, and then I'll check your comments and see what you all think. Majority rules, people. Some people will want to, some people won't. I will go through and see, generally speaking, how many of you want which way, and we will just go with the majority rules. I can do this. I don't mind. I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to be breeding these bees. I can record it and post it for you guys, or I can not record it and just come back and say, hey, I was breeding bees, here's what happened. I don't really care. I'm going to do it the same way either way. So just, there's the robust species serum. Bingo! And eventually I'm going to label these stupid things because, that would be a good idea. So, I don't think these guys give me anything else that I care about, but it's no harm in letting them continue running anyway. So, in this case, this is Jeronitis signing off on episode 72, I believe it is. I think I said 72 before. Should be 72, I hope. Anyway, help spread the gaming!